Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a tremendous Tuesday. First and foremost, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more positive vibes and energy with, of course, me, Star Charisma. And sometimes I feature other viewers and stuff like that. If you guys would like to give your input, you guys can go ahead and give me a short video or, give us our topic of the day, and I'll make sure to add your name to the video. So today's topic is given to us by one of our viewers, Mr. Hagen. Kudos to you, Mr. Hagen, for our topic of today. Today's topic is being accountable for your own actions. So, what that means is you have to woman up. You have to man up. The things that you said and did, be accountable for them. You can't blame others for what you said or did, because truth is, who wants to be blamed for somebody else's doing? So with that being said, usually I give you guys, an example of other situations. Today, I'm going to go ahead and give you a personal example of mine to where I had to be accountable for my actions. So it was when I was 23 years old. I married a guy. Well, the father of my child, of course. I didn't want to just be another baby mama. I wanted to be somebody's wife. But I was young and I really didn't understand marriage and the concept of marriage and the big part, communication. So I wanted to be treated like a woman. I wanted to, I wanted flowers. I wanted gifts just because. And instead of communicating with my husband that I wanted those things, instead of sitting down and talking about it, what I did is I went out and I cheated. Yes, I said cheated. So I went out and I cheated with the woman. And that woman, she used to pop up at my job with flowers and gifts and everything else like that. Everything to make somebody happy and excited. So with that being said, after that, my husband ended up finding out, and
Oh
it was
my
just,
God.
it made bigger problems. It made bigger problems in our marriage because of the fact that trust was kind of broken. It made him go out and cheat. It was just a tit for tat thing, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But to make a long story short, I had to own up to that. I had to be accountable for my actions. I had to realize that I made a mistake. Our marriage was split up. It didn't just hurt him, it hurted me. Our marriage was everything that I thought, would be a happy ending. It turned out to be a sad ending. It hurt me
Oh,
really bad to where I was like, you know what? I was crying. I was on my knees. I was
Lord, forgive me.
praying. I was just, I made my bed. I had to lay in it. I was just depressed, everything. So it was like, what can I do? What can I do? So from that point on, I had to stand my ground. I had to realize the mistake that I made. I got on my knees and I prayed. I said, God, in my next relationship, because I made a mistake in this one, my next relationship, I promise not to cheat. And I stuck to that. Till this day, I won't cheat. Rather than cheating, if you're not, rather than cheating, you should sit down and have a conversation first. And then after you have that conversation, if things still aren't getting any greater, if things still aren't working out, leave. There's no point in staying if you're not happy. Like I said before, you have one life. You have to live it. So therefore, you have to do what makes you happy. So that means growing as a person, being accountable for your actions, standing your grounds, and mean what you say and say what you mean. So therefore, be accountable for your actions, for what you say or what you do. Know that you might hurt somebody's feelings if you're not accountable for your actions. That's just like, you going to tell somebody something and then that person comes back to you and say, hey, why did you say that? That's not correct. That's not true. Or why'd you say that bad stuff to me? You're going to realize that by doing those things, you're not only hurting them, but you can lose friends like that. You can lose family members like that. You can lose, in my case, a marriage. So you have to be accountable for your actions and own up to the things that you did. If you make mistakes, try to go fix those mistakes. And fixing those mistakes means, and I'm sorry means, that it'll never happen again. So when you tell somebody you're sorry, when you tell someone, this isn't going to happen again, stand your ground. Mean what you say and say what you mean. You're in control of your emotions. You're in control of your actions as well. You're in control of your anger, your sadness, and your happiness. We all want to be happy, right? So let's just grow as people. Like I said, nobody's perfect. So we have to grow and understand that everyone makes mistakes. But the greatest thing about mistakes is you turn that over. You turn that into something positive. You fix those mistakes if you can. And if you can't, just understand. Take a loss and become somebody else's blessing.